Well, I'm just here at Americold, chilling out. I was working on using GPSs, but I keep getting interrupted. Look it over later, see if I can't do a little bit better job on it. I'm just sitting here working on. I'm over halfway through my 34. I got 17 hours and 51 minutes. Between noon and 1 tomorrow, I'll have my 34 in, and I'm not due to drop this till 3. I picked this up 24 hours early, and I got here at 3 in the morning. I got here at 3 in the morning this morning, in the middle of the night, and I've been here all day until now. Just been hanging out, watching TV, taking naps. So I'm just chilling out. And I have no idea. I think all these truckers are confused. Come on. Met Americold. They came in there, and I was the only truck here earlier today, and then someone showed up and left. Over there on that side, it says vending and restrooms, and they have a little area for truckers to go into with a little bathroom in there. So they do have bathrooms available. It's just one though. And right there is where I checked in at 10 o'clock in the morning. So I have no idea what these guys are doing here. There was a truck that was right next to me that literally parked in. They took up 2 spots. They parked right in the middle. And the yard jockey came over and talked to them, and then they moved and they went around the back of the building for, I don't know. It doesn't look like there's anybody here other than maybe guards. It looks like there's a yard jockey here now. Didn't look like there was anybody here earlier. I think there is. I just saw some lights turn on in those little windows on the dock doors. But there ain't much people here working. I doubt there's hardly anybody in there working. What is... Oh, this guy's bobtailing or something. Switch. Come on. What the heck is he doing? He just dropped his trailer. What the heck is he doing? Those are both prime drivers. Don't know what they're doing. Now he's bobtailing to the back. I wonder why. Dropped his trailer and he's bobtailing to the back for some reason. I don't know what's back there. Maybe there's another set of docks back there or something. Doesn't look like a terribly big place from this end of things. They do got a lot of docks. I just don't know how big the actual warehouse is here.
Receiving in building 3 said you could check in over there. I went over there to see if anyone was over there.
I already checked in that one, but they weren't open till 5 o'clock in the morning. This morning. I got here at 3 a.m. last night.
Oh, never mind.
I picked my load up 24 hours early, and I got here. I'm not due to my appointment isn't until 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So I'm working on my 34 basically. Yeah. Yeah. All the drivers are confused, don't know what's going on. And I don't know a whole lot more, so. I'm just chilling out. He's gonna go talk to the other driver now. Yeah. I hope they get me unloaded anytime, because I can sneak over and back up to the dock and just not set off my drive time. I'll have to drive like creep and back up to one of the docks, but I kind of want to get my 34 done so I can get on some big runs and hopefully go to some places that don't close in the middle of the night that I can get to whenever I get there, and they'll get me unloaded, or I can do drop and hook or whatever. But this sucks showing up to a place that apparently doesn't have a whole lot of people working right now. I bet you tomorrow between 5 and 6 a.m. there's going to be cars parked. Come on, switch. There'll probably be a bunch of cars parked right out here and in different spots. It'll probably be a lot busier because this is Sunday, and there'll probably be a lot more people. I don't know what these guys are heading to the back. Why are they dropping their trailers? They're all dropping their trailers and going to the back. Except for this guy. This guy must be sitting in the back of his... That's funny. I've already checked in. I've already checked in. I'm just waiting. They're probably going to make me wait till my appointment time. I'm about ready to go try in there again and see if anybody's in that office, but they're all going to the back. I'm not driving around to the back there. I've already checked in. I'll just figure it out in the morning. I can get my 34 in by between 12 and noon tomorrow. I got 18 hours. So, not that I really needed a 34, but it means I have the opportunity, because I still have 21 hours and 10 minutes on my 70. So I don't really need a 34, but it means I'm getting down close. Getting the 34 in means I'm forced to sit anyway will help me so that I can go run some big runs. Now that I switched over to OTR instead of regional, should be able to get some good miles. But yeah, I'm not doing bad. But come on. See that? And then if I switch over to here, 18 hours in the sleeper berth. So I'm just playing the waiting game, and I'm just taking advantage of that. And hopefully I'll get on something big. Hopefully they'll send me something big for after I drop this off. Wonder if they're going to make me wait all the way up to 3 o'clock at my appointment time, or if they're going to get me in the morning and unload me. Because I've had my paperwork since 9-10 o'clock this morning, there was a whole bunch of truckers here just like this when I showed up. And they're all hooked up to their trailers. And I backed in to this spot and went to sleep. And then I got banged on the door, on the side of my door. And it was one of the other drivers telling me, go bring your paperwork in. They're open. And just like, I didn't want to go in there just yet. I was sleeping. I had been driving all night. Got here at 3 o'clock in the morning and I was trying to sleep. And then I was going to go over there and give them my stuff. And I was kind of surprised that they didn't go ahead and unload me. So, I don't know what's going on with that. So, I wonder why. I should almost call this number and find out what's going on here a little bit. If anybody even answers. Weekly, it varies. I'm having trouble figuring out exactly what the cutoff is, but I've made enough that my take home last check on Thursday, get paid on Thursdays, I got paid just shy of $1,600 for that was a mix of right before I went on home time when I came off. That was pretty good because I did a whole bunch of little tiny runs, just back to back little runs. And then I finally got a couple of medium sized runs. Like I had a couple there that were 1,000, but most of them were I had a lot of them that were like 200-300 miles each. What's going on over there? And then I don't know, this I picked up this early and tried to get over here. I always try to pick up early and I always try to get to the next destination as soon as I can. Appointment times mean nothing to me unless it's like a Walmart load or something. Then I know I can only show up an hour early. But I will still do my best to pick up as early as I can, to get there and pick up as early as I can and get to the other end of the run and get that thing dropped, whether it's a drop and hook or a live unload or live load or whatever. I just try to get there. I don't mess around. That's something everybody should do. So I can't believe they didn't unload me because there was other trucks here that came in and I was almost like the only truck here. But I kind of haven't said anything because of that hole I might get my 34 in. And then I'll have a full 70 to run on, and then I hope they be on it and I get on those dropping hooks and I show up at those places that have 24-hour. You can't see me. I know it's kind of dark, but you should be able to see me. It's the best lighting I can get. Maybe if I move it over here, I don't know if it's going to be much better. I just don't have the best lighting on the truck. Is that any better? There's only so much I can do about the lighting. It's pixeled. Oh, it's probably because of signal issues. Probably not getting the best signal where I'm at. Let me see if I can improve that by well, it should be hooked up. It's probably because I got crap signal where I'm at, even though I got this Wi-Fi deal and I have signal through T-Mobile. I'm just probably not getting the best signal where I'm at. It shows I should be getting good signal. So I don't know. I'm sorry if it's coming across pixelated, because I can't tell that stuff. I don't know that until I don't know that it's coming across crappy until I watch it later after it's uploaded. So I'm sorry, I don't know if there's much I can do about that. But I got my Wi-Fi hotspot dealy thing right here, so hopefully that bringing that up closer helped. So just chilling out. Trying to work on a using GPS systems video, and then these drivers were knocking on my door asking me questions and interrupting me. I just find it funny that whenever I'm trying to do a video, whether it be at home for my other YouTube channel or stuff, you can have a video camera right out in front of you on a tripod, sitting on a steps, talking to a camera, and people walk right up to you and interrupt you. People are oblivious to cameras and video cameras, and they just don't care. They'll come up and interrupt you and start talking to you and interrupt you and totally mess up what you're trying to do. And that really sucks, because sometimes you have those situations that you are filming something that you will never be able to film at another opportunity. There's something you were trying to film that might be the only time you'll ever be able to film that. You may never ever be back to that spot before, or it's a situation that's just never gonna, you cannot control whether that thing could ever happen again, whatever you're trying to video. So, nope, there comes one bobtail creeping back here. Wonder if the others will be creeping back here. He's creeping. You know what that means? He's trying not to set off his drive time. So, all right, see if the others come back, because I got at least two people have dropped their trailer. Would I say Bay Bay is a good company? So far, it's been good to me. I know I have been doing okay. They don't always give you all the information about some of your routes, and sometimes you gotta ask questions. Like, they got a place up there in St. Paul called Baldinger's Bakery, and any loads that you go pick up there are round trips. You go pick it up, you take it to its delivery, and they're usually dropping hooks. And you bring back an empty trailer full of empty racks, and your trip is not completed until you get back to that Baldinger's Bakery. And that Baldinger's Bakery goes a lot to places in Wisconsin, and they go down to Mason City, Iowa. I do not get what these guys are doing. whatever. I might go find out, see if I can't get unloaded, but I really don't want to even mess with it. Definitely debugging by 34 over with, and then I can just run. But the other thing, I had to tell my dispatcher because she put me on, it was getting ready for me to go home time, and she was having me run and pick stuff up and bring it back to the Egan yard there in Egan, Minnesota. And something that the appointment time for 6 o'clock the next morning, and they didn't let me pick up till the next morning at my appointment time because they're waiting for more product to come in, they said. And it was going to Wisconsin, but I was only picking it up and taking it to the yard and getting paid like $100 for driving it like 20 miles or something to take it to the yard so someone else could take it to its destination. I was just, keeping busy until it's time to go home, 3 hours down the road to Des Moines, Iowa area where I live. And I told my dispatcher, you're lucky I wasn't able to pick that up early because I would have had that picked up and I would have ran it. And I would have either already have delivered or have been almost there by the time you walked in at 7 o'clock in the morning. I would have just about been there if I hadn't called her to ask her a question. And I was stuck. I wasn't done yet at the dock that next morning. It was 8-9 o'clock and I still hadn't been able to get down on the road yet or whatever. I was on the phone with her and I told her that and told her you need to get more information because if you don't tell me that stuff, I don't mess around. I try to go pick up early. I try to drop off early. I try to get down the road. I don't mess around. I don't screw around even with doing all these YouTube videos, I don't fuck around. I do the YouTube videos as I have opportunities to do them. And I just had to buy a couple new SD cards because my SD cards were crap. For some reason, all my SD cards, something happened to them and I had to buy 2 new ones. Unfortunately, I had to pay a more expensive price for them at the Petro and pay like $30 a piece for 60 gigabyte 60s. Yeah, let me look here. I got one of the packages right here. Oh, that's all right. Should be right. Yeah, right here. 64. These were like $30 for 2 of them. I got 2 of these. It comes with a little micro SD card with a little card holder deal. I got 2 of them for $30 at the Petro in Girard, Ohio. And so I got one in my GoPro and the other one in this camera, which this is my handy cam. I use this for most of my stuff. And then I've got a dash cam, I've got my GoPro, I've got my phone. So I've got ways of doing stuff. And then I also got the webcam on my laptop, so. Alright. Got trucks moving around. I'm just about ready to go in this door and find out, but just out of curiosity. It'd be nice to get unloaded and send my paperwork in at least and still sit around until tomorrow morning and finish out my 34. I kind of want that 34 to take place even though I got 20 hours left on my 70. So I can just get rolling and get jamming. One second, I'm gonna grab a nice tea out of my cooler. Oh wait, I don't need to. Still got this one. It's getting cold on this dang truck. Now I know why. I walk into the bathroom. Truck right there. Still got two drop trailers there. Those bobtails have not come back. It's just that one guy, and he parked over on the other side of that orange truck. So I don't know. Curiosity's kind of getting the best of me. I'm kind of curious as if they're getting taken care of on the other side of the building or not. But they're not going to get much done if they don't cut their trailers. Go back to making my video about using GPS systems here in a minute. Where are you guys at? I'm here by Hatfield, Pennsylvania. Who do you guys drive for? You guys drive both drivers? I see two people on here and two likes. You guys both drivers? Am I still coming across real pixelated? Yes, I claim to get better light over here. And then I kind of got to balance it a little bit. Okay, what company do you drive for? Well, hi Irene and hi David. What you guys doing? It's a 9:45 here. I'm just hanging out, waiting to get unloaded. one looking for a trucking company? Are you currently driving? You're riding along in Pennsylvania? Uh, I'm in Pennsylvania. I hope I'm gonna go get me a long run tomorrow. Take me someplace far, far away, to 1,000 miles or more away on a long run. Get unloaded and get going. Don't like to mess around. Don't like to sit. And the funny part is, everywhere I go, I hear places that I'm at that they're still waiting for Bay and Bay drivers to show up to either pick up or drop off stuff that they've been waiting on for 2 days. I've heard that multiple places. I'm like, how? How do you do that? How do you take that long? How do you be that late? Barring a breakdown or something major, well, that's cool. Are you from Pennsylvania? You said you've been here for many years, what did that say? How about? Camera is clear now, that's good. Awesome. Whatever I did, I didn't do much. I mean, I just got this. This is my Wi-Fi hotspot to use the stream on my TV and my laptop, and to do weather and stuff on my GPS. And my phone is hooked up to it as well. And 100 gigabytes a month for $50 for this. Just got it. I have service with T-Mobile. It's not the best place in the world, but it's cheaper, and I'm getting by with it. It's not perfect, but eventually, I think I like Verizon the best. I just got away from Verizon. I think I might even owe Verizon some money, but I would like to go back to either Verizon or AT&T because their service was a lot more reliable. T-Mobile used to be very crappy until this last couple of years when they took over Sprint. Sprint was always a good, reliable service. So when T-Mobile took over Sprint, their service got a lot better. Because I remember 13 years ago, well, I'm going to say it was about 2005, however years that's been, 2005, 2006, somewhere in there. One of my girlfriends at the time went to go to T-Mobile to get service, and she talked me into going with her, and I was driving shuttle runs locally. I was going from Des Moines, Iowa up to Waterloo, Iowa at the time, and I was doing more loading and unloading my truck than I was really driving. And the minute I got outside the Des Moines area and got on the back highways until I got to Waterloo, I was pretty much dead in the water for service. I literally had no service. T-Mobile at the time, unless you were on a major interstate in a major city or something, you didn't have like any service at all. Another trucker showing up. So I'm just here. One of the few places I've ever been to that has the security arms lit up like that. You don't see those too often. Don't know where he thinks he's going. That's my phone holder, but my lighting seems to be worse over here. And when I put it over here, then I just lean it against my GPS and kind of balance it on the dash. Hold on, I'm going to turn on the heater that runs off the APU. There we go. That thing will start up and keep this warm in here. It's starting to get kind of cold in here. It's 39 degrees here, according to the truck, but it feels chillier than that. About ready to go put on one of my hoodies or something. I got a t-shirt and this thing that's partially thermal, just on the sleeves, but this is an old shirt. So actually things going on here. Everybody's showing up. Tomorrow morning I'll have to go remind them that I'm here. But about noon, 1 o'clock tomorrow, I'll have my 34 in. My appointment time is for 3 o'clock, and I don't have my next load yet. And hopefully when my dispatcher gets in at 7 o'clock in the morning, she will get me set up on another load. And hopefully it'll be a big one. Because that's why I'm out here. I'm out here to get the miles. And I've been doing pretty good. I mean, this run that I'm on now is paying me over 1,000 miles. One before that was only, I had empty miles at 238 and 185 for loaded. And then I had, I mean, a lot of little runs. One of these was, there's 3 short runs, 4 short runs, 5 short runs. There was one that was just shy of 1,000. That was that? I wonder if that was right before. I think that might have been before I went to home time. Let me see here. Yeah, because there's cold brew. Let's see here. Yeah. But I should be able to get a few more miles in now because they switched me from regional to OTR in the system, so that'll help me get more miles. I just have to stay out longer. my wife and kids are not happy about that, then I'm not going to be home, because originally I came here to just be home on the weekends and be out during the week. So I just decided to stay out for several weeks at a time so that I could make more miles and try to pay debts down, because I'm making more money than I made at my job before this, because I'm making almost what I made in 2 weeks in 1 week here. So I'm doing better. I already paid off one debt the other day. I'm gonna work on my other debts and get stuff paid down, and then just trying to get everything paid down. All right. So is the only one that's in here is Irene, or are you still in here? Are you still in here, David? Because my counter goes up and down, and that's typical for live feeds. Your live feed number never seems to be accurate. It'll show 0 sometimes, and it'll show when there's 2 or 3 people in there sometimes. That count, I can't count on that counter because it's not always accurate. We're getting ready to grab this trailer here. Well, another trucker's trying to back up. And there comes one of the other guys coming from the back. A lot of movement going on. Wonder if those guys were dropping hook guys that dropped their trailer, if they were just doing dropping hooks, because that was weird that they just dropped their trailer there. I don't know. I know I'm a live unload. I was a live load, and I'm going to be a live unload. So, a lot of movement, a lot of stuff going on. Got me a Milky Way bar. I'm probably gonna jump off here soon. Not a whole lot going on. Go back here and watch some more TV. Oh, they're putting that one at the dock. Need to clean my windshield. a lot cleaner now. Oh well. No, I'm gonna probably not be on too much longer, like I just said. But it's nice to have people hop on, because some of the lately I hop on and a lot of people don't come on. So I'm probably gonna go watch some TV and relax, because I'm running out of stuff to talk about. And other than truckers showing up and doing this and that, I don't know. Maybe I'll stay on for a little longer. I don't know. What? Thank you. Yeah, I got the truck set up. I got the microwave right there. I've got a guitar up there, which I've only really pulled it down once, and I used to practice my guitar a lot more, but I just haven't really it's so bulky, and it's hard to find the room and space back here to play and mess with it. It's tight quarters on a semi truck. Even though I got the double bunk, I tried to fit a load lock up there so I could use it to store stuff up there. Now I think I need to find like a board or something, because normally on a lot of truckers can take like a load lock and put on the top bunk, two of them, and then that makes kind of like a wall, and then they can use that top bunk as a storage shelf and put all kinds of crap up there. Because most of the time, even if you're a team truck, usually there's only one person in the back and one person up front driving. There's always someone driving and sleeping, and even if you're sitting somewhere, someone's sitting up, and very rarely do you actually sleep on the top bunk. Everybody's has their truck set up differently though. But yeah, this is a nice truck. It is a 2024 Kenworth T680. And it is like a forest green color. And I'm into camo and olive drab green, stuff like that. So it's right up my alley that they kind of gave me a forest green truck. That was kind of cool. That like they don't even know me, and they gave me a forest green truck. I would rather have a Freightliner, because the Freightliners aren't quite as heavy up front. So I've been struggling with weight on the front of the truck a lot. So I'm constantly worried that I'm going to get an overweight ticket because of how heavy these trucks are. I'm not too heavy gross wise, it's just the way the weight's on the front mostly. And sometimes I'm usually like extremely heavy on the steers, like 12,800, and then hopefully I can burn it and hope I burn enough fuel. And then, I got the drives and the trailers can be just, this time it was reversed. I had literally, I was so used to having to slide my tandems all the way forward to take weight off the front that I messed up, and I would needed to take weight off my trailer and push it off onto the drives, and then just pray and hope I burned enough fuel off whenever I go over a scale that I wouldn't get an overweight ticket. I am going to do a video about it, but of my other bay drivers that was in orientation with me says that if you go on to the Thermal King website, you can see that because of the tri-pack unit on the trailer, you are allowed 600 more pounds on your truck. So I'm always trying to get my fuel, or just make sure that my drives and my trailers are well within range, and then hope that I'm going to burn enough fuel, because I've had on a lot of these loads that have 42, 43. I haven't had any that were 44, but I've had a lot of 42s and 43s, and it just is havoc for that. The steers being 12,700 most of the time, and I know that I can burn off plenty of fuel, but it's a matter of, will I have burned that fuel off before I go over a scale? That is the problem. And I don't want to have to play those games where I got to run with like half full tanks, especially during winter time, because I don't want to have to worry about gelling up because I get too cold, because it's winter and it's cold out. So David, are you driving now for a company, or are you a new driver? Are you like a new driver, or have you been driving for like several years or something? You're not driving now. I had to take off for wife's surgery. Okay, so how many years of experience do you have? Do you do OTR or dedicated, or um, what kind of driver are you? Are you wanting to go over the road, or what? And if you're looking for like some sort of a lease purchase, just from going by what 3 years OTR, I've heard Prime has a pretty good lease purchase program, but a lot of that's kind of a losing deal right now. But it depends on how good of a business management mind you have, and whether or not you can manage everything on the truck, all the expenses of the truck, well enough. I am definitely not ready to become no owner operator or lease purchase driver right now. Maybe once I get another couple of years in, I'll think about it. But I've always been kind of trying to work my way out of the trucking industry, but it is one of those things. Trucking just sucks you in and either spits you back out or it keeps you. And it's just part of the way the trucking industry is. There is a lot of truck drivers out there that probably shouldn't be truck drivers. And there's a lot of truck drivers out there that never became truck drivers. They never made it for one reason or another. And a lot of it was because of the schools they may have chosen to go to, situations that happen. I've heard a gazillion stories about things happening, and there was a lot of potential very awesome truck drivers that just never made it much past truck driving school. Either they got tripped up in school, or they got tripped up when they're out with their trainer, or when they got out on their own. They made a lot of bad decisions and it wound up doing something career ending, or something happened to scare the hell out of them, and they hopped off the truck and said no more, and they're not going to be a truck driver no more. I mean, there's just 1,000 billion things that can happen out here that can just scare drivers to get the hell off the truck and not want to be truck drivers. Some of it's just the life. They can't get used to the life of being stuck out on the road all the time, because it can be quite boring to be stuck on the truck all the time and be doing stuff. That's why you want to be on the move. That's why you want to be going. You want to be sitting around in the truck stops and stuff. You don't want to sit any more than you have to. You want to get your brakes in and go. You don't want to mess around. Go get one place to the next and don't mess around. If you stop, take your showers. If you just gotta get off the truck for a little while because you're getting like cabin fever from being in that truck so much, you gotta get out and go do something. But just make sure you make the right decisions. Alright, well, I've been on here for an hour. I think I'm ready to go do something different, and I'm sure you guys are ready to go do something different. I'll catch you guys on my next live feeds tomorrow or the next day or whatever. I'm going to go finish up my other video and that I'm going to relax, watch some TV, and get some sleep, and hope I can get going tomorrow. So I will talk to you guys next time. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for engaging and being here. And hopefully a lot of people come by to watch this on the replay after it gets loaded up. And thanks for coming by. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do so you can catch the videos that I make to try to help drivers be better drivers by giving them more information on how to be better. Because I know when I first got in the trucking industry, there's a lot of crap I didn't get taught or showed, and that I had to learn over time. So all right, guys, good night. I'm gonna end the video. I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for coming by.